The Honorable Chief Minister has joined. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the inaugural session of Infocom 2020. We are very honored and privileged to have amongst us our esteemed Chief Guest, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Ms. Mamata Banerjee. We warmly welcome you, Madam. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us today for the inaugural session. We also have with us Mr. D.D. Purkayastha, Managing Director and CEO, ABP Private Limited. We welcome you, sir. Now, may I now request Mr. D.D. Purkayastha, Managing Director and CEO, ABP Private Limited, to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all at Infocom 2020. We are honored to have with us our chief guest, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Ms. Mamata Banerjee. Infocom turns 19 today. The pandemic created an opportunity to reinvent Infocom entirely. And hence, here we are, engaging with a worldwide audience over a virtual Infocom. The theme of this year is the next normal. As we see the vaccine on the horizon, the biggest question the world is facing now is what will be the form and shape of the next normal. Through this conference, we would like to engage, connect, and find some answers to this. We all know how our lives and livelihoods have been transformed in a span of just few months. Having watched this transformation, I firmly believe that there are endless opportunities waiting to be tapped. Gains from this pandemic would be much more than the losses suffered. Whoever grabs these opportunities would be the winner in the next normal world. It is the time to unshackle ourselves, change ourselves, and embrace this new world of opportunities. The conference this year is being participated by more than 500 delegates, and I don't know how many more over the social media, 200 CIOs, and 35 speakers who are masters in their respective domains. I thank all our sponsors to make this virtual Infocom a reality. I hope Infocom continues to add value to your lives, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Purkayastha, for the welcome address. And now, the moment we have been waiting for, I now request our esteemed chief guest, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, to address the gathering. Madam, if you can please address us.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Myself, along with my Chief Secretary, Alapun Bandyopadhyay, and my Home Secretary, Mr. Dwivedi, along with the other officials, we are here. And I must congratulate ABP and Infocom because there is a plan to continue this Infocom, program every year. And this time, of course, it is virtual. We are doing it because the circumstances prevails us to do it in virtually. Distinguished my national and international participants, respected guests and my dear friends, over 500 participants are from India, from other countries, from India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and other countries. They are participating in this Infocom. More than 200 CIOs and also 35 top officers also, chief experience officers are also participating. Do you have any problem? Can you hear me? Madam, do you have any problem? Voice problem?
Sound? We can hear you clearly.
Because I cordially welcome all of you, each individual members and your family members and your concerns, and for your guestful participation in Infocom 2020. I start my address condoning the demise of Mr. Kohil. You know, he was a pioneer of this Infocom industry, and he started his working in this field since 1970, and he just died 26th of November 2020. So we are really sad for that. We are here today to discuss about the post-pandemic situation and the future of the IT industry and especially this industry. আমি এবিপি গ্রুপকে নিশ্চয়ই ধন্যবাদ জানাবো, অভিনন্দন জানাবো যে এত সুন্দর একটা ইভেন্ট আপনারা অর্গানাইজ করছেন এই প্যান্ডামিক সিচুয়েশনের মধ্যে দিয়েও রেগুলারলি করে আপনারা এটাকে বাতিল করেননি। আমি এই প্রোগ্রাম, the focus of this program is COVID-19, post-COVID-19 and the world economy. Especially we know that this pandemic situation, especially scores of people, they have lost their lives, their jobs, sorry. They have lost so many dear ones and near ones, they have lost their lives. So many people are affected also by COVID. World economy is a very bad shape, even my country economy also. Only there is a burning, nothing is earning. So in this situation also, I must tell that yes, always we have to depend the small scale industry and the unorganized sector also, because they used to deliver the goods from where at least we can earn some money. But IT industry is a very big industry. And you know, in Bengal, I can tell you that government, of course, our earning is very low because of this situation, but we are doing better than any other state. That I am proud to say that by all the officials and all the peoples and all the organizations are doing well. Even in COVID situation also, the participants will be happy to know that our government is giving full free treatment to the COVID patients. And especially we are grateful to our COVID warriors. Even whoever is died for these COVID warriors, what we have earmarked, 10 lakhs rupees we are giving for the family also, even what employment opportunity also for them. I feel that we believe that we have to win sometimes. We have to wait for the vaccine, but instead of waiting only for vaccine, there must be some long-term plan also. There must be some long-term plan, some mid-term plan, and some big, small-term plan. So that after the vaccine is available also, what we'll do? What will be the next? What is lost is lost. If the life is lost, everything is lost. If the business is lost, we have to survive. But how to survive? That we have to plan for that. We feel that we need to focus on the right priorities and create an environment of inclusive growth rather than polarization. Technology can be a great leveler. Infocom needs to discuss and show the way forward on how digital divide can be reduced and technology can facilitate growth and development at all levels. The post-COVID challenge, when the time comes, will be far more daunting and challenging. Now our enormous task of rebuilding our country and the economy after the pandemic. But we can surely do this because our commitment is our commitment. And our performance speaks about our commitments. You know, you'll be happy to know, my participants especially, let me tell you something, how we are going, how Bengal is going ahead with this situation also. We say always, if there is a will, there is a way. If there is no will, there is no way. So with this situation also, I'm proud to say that our GDP growth, 12.58%, highest in India, we are number one. We have our talented people like anything, their talent is extraordinary. Number one, we are in our talent. E-governance, we are number one. E-tendering, we are number one. MSME sector also, small scale, we are number one. Unorganized sector also, we are number one. The skill sector also, we are number one. Eradication of poverty, we are number one. That is the main task for the downtrodden people. What we say, the grassroots we have to help. Ease of doing business also, we are number one. Now, since we are discussing about the focus on development of the IT sector, due to our continuous efforts, Bengal has the largest e-governance structure and platform in India and have become the home of all IT companies, nationally and globally. At present, about 1,500 IT companies working in Bengal. All the leading IT software companies like TCS, Wipro, Infosys, Cognizant, IBM, Ericsson, Capgemini, Tech Mahindra, Accenture, ITC Infotech, British Telecom, and so many IT sectors are working here. More than 210,000 IT professionals are working in Bengal, and it happens within this 8 years, because 1 year it was for pandemic, nothing movable like this, but within 8 years we have done all this, the achievement. Now, if you see the company's growth, it is 133%. And if you see the export increased, it is 175%. Even Bengal Silicon Valley also we have started. It was a new iconic project of West Bengal government. First they asked us 100 acres of land. But after that, after few days, it is totally full. Now they ask another 100 acres of land for Silicon Valley, phase 2. Even Reliance Corporate also, they have started IT park there. And you'll be happy to know that the Tata Consultancy Service now, even a new campus is coming. Tata Consultancy Services, Outsource Solutions Limited, Indo-Japan Horological Private Limited, etc. Many more investment is coming. Even day before yesterday, we have cleared new 20 fresh the applications of setting up business in this Silicon Valley, Bengal Silicon Valley, IT hub. So with proposed investment about more than 3,000 crores. And direct employment will be there. Only these 20 new fresh approved, 9,000 IT professionals will be employed there. Among these, Nextra of Airtel, which alone will invest 350 crores. Expansion of Wipro, they will invest rupees 500 crores. And additional employment will be another 10,000. Wipro is already employing 9,000 IT professionals. This proposal will include 20,000 IT professionals. So there will be a great scope and hope for the unemployed youth, our next generation, our future generation. Now TCS, the largest IT company of India, today employs about 44,000 IT professionals in West Bengal. But total employment of TCS will go up 61,000, would be larger than their Bangalore operation very soon. Cognizant currently employs 16,000 IT professionals in Bengal and is expected to expand further. ITC Infotech has almost completed their project in Newtown and will be employing at least 3,000 IT professionals there. Infosys has 50 acres of land they are taking from us, and they will build a state-of-the-art IT development center. Even I am very happy to announce that Infosys has informed us that they will start construction in the month of July 2021 and complete within 2 years. So many people will be available to work there. So I don't think that our talent, they will move around the world or throughout the country. They will come to Bengal. Please come to Bengal and join IT sector also. Now IT sector is the backbone of the business that we have to appreciate. Entire back office of HSBC Bank in Kolkata employs 3,000 IT professionals. And we are getting the advantage for that even in rural area also. It is not that we are doing only in the urban area, it is rural area also. We are doing 18, the IT park. Even occupancy rate is 80%. So in the near future also we will do more. We have started one electronics hardware park, electronics manufacturing cluster also. And we also established a startup waterhouse in collaboration with NASCOM. 150 startup already launched, creating large number of jobs. In collaboration with Japan, MSME is doing some design capacity center of excellence. Advanced designing so that they can go for different type of production, new production. I told you earlier that MSME year number 1, you'll be surprised to know more than 90 lakhs units is there. Within this short span of time. And more than 1 crore 36 lakhs employees are there. They're working. We have set up 65 industrial parks. Even we have set up more than 520 industrial clusters in West Bengal. And Bengal has also created a unique animation academy. You know, the creativity, it has a visual effect. And I always feel that our third eye is the creativity. It is the vision. And it is emotion, vision, option, and also it is the action. So this, what I said, Animation Academy also we are doing it. We have already set up. Even we found that employment, graduates of this academy have all found employment immediately. Also, we have set up IT-based citizen-centered initiatives. We have set up Karma Bhumi. Means this is a very interesting, when migrant workers or IT professionals, due to their job losses in other states because of COVID pandemic, many IT professionals returned back. So we launched a skill matching portal where 352 companies registered and over 40,000 job seekers registered. Already more than 8,000 placements already there. And other also, I think they will get the placement from this system, from this capacity. There is and this has been a great service to the IT-enabled youth of our state at a time of crisis. I appeal to all the companies to take advantage of this. COVID-19 helpline, we have all the data centers are working, all the IT companies are working, they're helping us, especially this lockdown period, and it will continue, I think so. Self-scan app also we have set up. Cyber Security Center of Excellence also we have set up. And we are the first state in the country to introduce registration of birth and death certificates through blockchain technology. West Bengal is the number 1. We have set up state data center. It is fully operational now. Even we have 160 live applications also there. FinTech, we have set up the financial hub also. And there also land for developing financial technology solutions. FinTech hub also, Newtown, we have set up. 26 leading banks and financial institutions have already taken place. National Insurance Company Corporation, they are about to complete their building. HFBC Bank also, regional office is coming up fast. State Bank also doing so many massive training from that Newtown itself. And West Bengal statewide area network, you'll be happy to know more than 2,000 state government offices are currently connected via West Bengal State Area Network, reaching all 341 block headquarters. So we have covered it throughout the state. Now, one thing, if I don't say, it will be injustice to my state. Instead of this, all this negative situation, we want to be positive. Just for my friends, I want to give you the examples that why you will come to Bengal and why you will support this Infocom to all the industry, because Bengal, one side, it is the gateway of Northeastern region that everybody knows. 8 sister states. They have nothing, but it is a gateway. You can expand your business from this gateway, the Kolkata or Siliguri. You have Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, even Bangkok, Thailand, Singapore, if you see, it is also within, if you go to plane, by plane, have flight, it is also 2 hours, 3 hours, the difference when Singapore also. Our GDP 2.5 times increase since May 2011. I'm proud to say that. Our state planned expenditure, it is 6.8 times increase since 2011. Capital expenditure, nearly 11 times increase from 2011. Social sector expenditure, 5.7 times increase since 11. Agriculture and allied sector expenditure, 8.3 times increase since 2011. Physical infrastructure sector expenditure, 6 times increase since 2011. So I am talking about a state whose state, it is not only state-wise famous, country-wise famous, but it is globally also famous. Now so many countries, they have shown their interest when every year we wish to organize our Bengal Business Summit. They join with us. They want to invest the money for Bengal. And that's why this development. And I think Bengal, what Bengal can do, what Bengal talent can do, what Bengal young generation can do, what Bengal students can do, even what Bengal industry can do, the others cannot think of even. We are ready to extend all of our cooperation, helping hands to Infocom, to other industry also, industrial sector also. I think all of you will be with us, and pandemic will be over, but business will not be over. And please remember that, yes, the Happy New Year is coming, Merry Christmas is coming. I wish to convey my greetings to all of your family members, all of your countrymen. But at the same time, I will tell you that Bengal is a state where, like Rabindranath Tagore, he is the son of the soil. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, world famous. Mahatma Gandhiji, who doesn't know? Swami Vivekananda, everybody knows. APJ Kalam, or Abul Kalam Azad, or Ambedkar, or there are so many, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, to so many, Dr. Radhakrishnan. I can tell you that Bengal respect each and everybody, and Bengal, you know, so many Nobel laureate also, they belongs to Bengal. So Bengal, at the outset, I am grateful, I am honored, I am really humbled that you gave me this opportunity to express my views. I am really interested for this IT sector. We have very much, we have the land, we have the asset, we have the policy, we have the system, we have the mechanism, everything. One window formula is also there. Synergy formula is also there. through there we cleared all the proposal within a second. And we also we have the land bank also, land map also, land use policy also, power policy also, tourism policy also. And you know, Bengal, we have the sea, we have the hill, we have the Bay of Bengal. There are so many important areas also covered. So if you invest in Bengal, I think Bengal can deliver the goods for my 8 sister favorite states, and also Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and others. We can help. With these words, of course, I will say, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. I'll not speak into in details because I don't want to waste your time. Let my father, my country, have with his blessings, best wishes, and all intuition. With these words, I thank you very much, ABP Group and Infocom Group, to invite me every year. So I think it's a unique combination. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thanks much. Jai Hind, Jai Bangla.
Thank you, ma'am, for joining us at Infocom 2020. It is our honor and privilege that you took time out from your busy schedule and joined us today. And we are much grateful for your participation every year. We really, really cherish every time that you've spent time with us at Infocom. And that brings us to the end of the inaugural session. Thank you so much for joining. We're grateful for you being here today.